Hello, I'm Hunt Reaper, and now we start another kind of video related with flaws and nonsenses of weapons by mistake or full indifference to reality or game assumption for easier gameplay. Few people think about such things, but it doesn't cancel its existence, and now I'll show it. First under attack, CS1-6. Since the first game invention in 1958. Yeah, that's the one. Tennis on oscilloscope. It's been years. But one thing all game developers have in common is desire for maximal game realism as technology allows. But technology moved on and games became more serious from year to year, but it looked like fantasy or fantastic. But many developers got one thing in the middle of 90s. Technology reached the height that developers would create shooters with full realism. Many studios started working in this direction. So after success, Half-Life 1 didn't stay away too. The mode of imitation of counter-terrorist operations have been developed, and we all know its name. Game suggests maximal realism of shooters gameplay, weapon models and other details at the time. Imagine developers' surprise when this mode got popularity more than Mother Half-Life. And now detailing level of modern games, including last CS, is almost indistinguishable from reality, with proper graphics settings. But even CSGO is full of mismatches and nonsense, but it's theme of one of next videos. Here we'll describe such flaws in CS 1.6. Let's start with this one. It relates with rather intentional simplifications for purpose of easier gameplay, and you can see it in almost each game. If we spend one bullet and reload weapon, half-loaded mag will stay in supple. So sooner or later our supple will contain only half-loaded mags. One more famous flaw of all shooters. When we pull weapon, we move the slide, but if we hide and re-pull weapon, we move slide again. Real life suggests dropping one bullet each time we move slide, and this is not just about pistols. Few people know that many guns will make a so-called slide stop when gun is out of ammo. Pistol's slide stop looks like that. It's meant to easily start shooting after reloading. CS has no flaw related to that, but there are some details in games which developers doesn't know about. Pistol cannot click at the time of slide stop. This action is blocked mechanically, but in CS you can click until your mouse will be broken. Now about game mechanics. We know that we can pierce some thick walls in CS 1.6, but even AWP can shoot through only 2 concrete bricks in fact. Have you ever seen that somebody killed other one by ricochet, or hurt at least? Yes, actually a game engine don't allow that, but true bullets, especially pistols, love to bounce off solid surfaces, like concrete, asphalt or iron, and even first stalker adequately enough realized it. CS ignores such parameter as bullet speed, but bullet from Glock, for example, cannot reach B side from A side instantly. Bullet will fly at least half second, much lower, and will hardly hurt somebody. In one of my videos I highlighted the moment that a scout has much more loudness in fact. But scope switching is most silent sound which can ever made by weapon. Also you need free hand to switch it, so you can't normally shoot at this moment. our favorite grenade throwing by Ricochet. Few people think about it, but no one throws grenade like this in reality. The reason is that you can never predict flying of grenade after Ricochet. Actually, grenade is not a ball. It has a fuse, complicated shape, sometimes seams on case. Also, came-off bracket can seriously prevent it. But all grenades flies in same trajectory in CS. Now smoke grenade. Any CS has mechanic that smoke actuates as soon as it comes down on surface. But reality suggests actuating smoke 2 seconds after throwing, regardless of its state. By the way, if you sit in smoke, you will hardly sit for a long time, without special protection. But you can say that CT skins have gas mask, but T skins have not. Many people love to kill somebody even after flashing, by only sound, but, in fact, flash named as flashbang and bang sound has most effect. This flaw was fixed in CS Duel. Now about fragmentation grenade. If you explode it straight near face, your health will decrease less than half. Okay, I will go to the corner and throw another one into legs. What? We're still alive? Game counts damage from fragmentation grenade via distance. Actually, close grenade explosion make much more damage than its fragments. And yeah, only legs can stay after explosion sometimes. One more joke of CS 1.6. 7.62 rounds. Scout G3 and AK-47 have this one. You can change gun, but your supple will stay. Few people know that ammo from AK-47 is much different from G3 and Scout and are not interchangeable. Distance of this aiming? Approximately 50 meters, and sniper gun is showing incredible results at this distance. Any child know this gun. Desert Eagle. Famous gun is in almost each game and Hollywood's films. Let's recall Matrix, for example. But few knows that Desert Eagle is one of most ineffective pistols in the world. Reasons: too much weight and too large rounds. CS use largest rounds from 3 available, left side of photo. This round has so huge recoil that it becomes more dangerous not for victim, but rather shooter. By the way, it costs much more than $650. Price begins from $1,600, but Cinema's variant usually has smallest 357 Magnum rounds. It's hard to believe, but structure of G3 is same as MP5. Difference is in scale. And indeed all structural flaws of both are same. Before reloading G3, player fixes slide into back. This is true, respect to developers. Flaw relates with following fact. In case of full mag, while reloading, first round doesn't allow to fix mag, but if you reload not full mag, you don't have to move slide before. But anyway, CS has same animation. Also MP5 magically lost this lag. M1014, most serious and spreaded shotgun in the world. Few people know that shooter can charge 9 rounds without changing structure, but flow of CS is not about it. Developers think that you don't need to move slide after reloading, and round magically hit into barrel by itself. We all know game has silencers. Silencer is a part of exact structure, cause of avoiding bullet flight prevention. So it attaches by threaded joint only. Even fast attaching systems requires at least 3-4 turns. But here we see that M4 silencer have been attached as you closing an umbrella. This is real attaching. One more detail developer don't know. In order to silence rifle shot, attaching silencer is not enough. You have to change ammo type. UMP45 has fewest rounds per minute parameter. P19 has most and coincides with AK's RPM, that is 600-650, but developers decided to decrease it to 500. Also, UMP45 is more expensive than MP5 in-game, in spite of fact that it is simplification of structure of MP5. What's the best sniper gun? AWP? Not? Game haven't this gun, although console indicates kills as AWP. But developers didn't take account that AWP, that is Arctic Warfare Police, has 7.62 ammo, same as Scout, but in case of its strength and ammo type, real name of this thing is AWM, Arctic Warfare Magnum. Old version of game has wrong description about gun P90. If you activate the GUI menus, you can see 338 Lapua round in ammo type string. Actually it's AWM ammo. Why they didn't make same power for P90? It would be named as Hellrooster. So that's all for now. I hope you found this video useful. If yes, put a like please. Thanks for watching and goodbye.